nerderotic.com.
Rings of Power has been making the rounds. It is unbelievable, the shit I saw yesterday. But the showrunners have been like giving us gold, and thank you. I just want to say thank you. They started, the trailer comes out, and the lore heads, me included, are like, what the fuck are we doing here? Everything's out of order. They're doing it wrong. They got hot Sauron. It's fucking retarded. They're going to make Galadriel, Celeborn, and Sauron a love triangle. Get fucked in every hole, really.
At least it's not the Balrog at this point. That was
we don't know that, do we?
Yeah, who's doing the call?
Could be a possibility.
I'm holding out for my...
genuinely the cringiest female storyline you could ever come up with. This is
no
so
more
bad.
It's clit-lit.
At least we get that kind of positive.
Well, it is because
Sauron.
I was told that specifically. One of the things that Jennifer Salke, her edict to J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay was the shipping of Sauron and Galadriel, because they wanted to have shipping in the show. And the fact that they met on a fucking raft God damn it! Don't remember this shit now. Okay,
that's how we knew that the fans were fed
TV.
information, because they picked up on stuff like that and essentially prepped people for it, that there was going to be shipping between Sauron and Galadriel, came out of nowhere, that the knife was going to be important and all that kind of stuff. And so they actually gave them details ahead of advance. But the thing that got me most about this kind of love triangle is the glee which the showrunners announced it.
Yeah.
Is there going to be some kind of love triangle? Yes.
Oh God,
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's because they personally wanted this to be on the big screen. They must think that these actors are hot as hell, and they're like, this is my one opportunity to get them on screen in like a soap opera setting, which isn't what Rings of Power should be. Well, this show shouldn't exist at all. It's just god awful from top to bottom. There's like 2 decent castings and like 1 decent outfit, and that's the nicest thing that I can say about this series.
Shad, these guys are Mormons. Explain yourself.
I don't associate
Now.
with this connection. No, I'm genuinely wondering how these guys are still even employed.
Yes.
The season 1 and 2 was such a disaster. They're like, you know what we should do for season 3? Keep them and let them still run the show and write this slop. So I don't know.
Well,
and by the way, hey, hang on. You brought up the Mormon thing again.
did.
We've got Orson Scott Card, Brandon Sanderson. Look,
But the
Dragonlance, Tracy Hickman. Come on, man. We've contributed on Battlestar Galactica. All right.
Okay, you
Okay.
went Battlestar Galactica alone. All right,
What
I'm
have
fine
you
with
done
that.
for us
Thank
lately?
Disbrew, do you think it's going to follow the Wheel of Time pattern?
I don't know whether it's going to get cancelled. That's the thing. They're definitely, but they did this in season. So they're repeating essentially season 2. That said, oh no, there's going to be essentially a jolt of adrenaline. We were just setting up in season 1, but now we can get down to the actual story. Now they're doing it all over again. And I just can't see him cancelling the show. At this point, I don't know how they get away without it being embarrassing at this point. When they've all announced 5 seasons, they keep saying that it's a massive success. And they are throwing basically everything at the market. The amount of interviews that have come out over the last week is kind of crazy. So it's not like Wheel of Time was a series they kind of just shut up about and just let it die on its own. They're not doing that with this.
Right. They're really banking on this still. They're hoping that it's still going to reach like a larger audience, and that maybe now that there's multiple seasons out, people will be more interested in it and people will actually give it a shot because they see that it wasn't canceled prematurely, but the content itself is not going to get normies interested, and because they all fell off after season 1, and then people like all of us who actually care about the Tolkien lore, it's garbage. They've thrown that all away and they've made something completely new.
And it doesn't help that Warner Brothers is out there and
Yes.
making things fucking worse. Jesus
Did
Christ.
you see where they got asked about that in an interview?
No.
Yes, so the showrunners and the cast are all in a thing, and someone asked them, what do you think about the hunt for Gollum? And the showrunner, I think it's, I forget which one, I think it's J.D. Payne, just shut up. And then you've got Gandalf, who's going, oh no, I think this is great, because there's plenty of room in the universe for everybody. And then, is it Arendelle? He just starts shaking his head as if, I can't believe you're saying this in an interview about him.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, this is the same showrunners that said you don't have to watch season 1 and 2 to watch season 3. I mean, that's the best selling point of your series.
I was going to bring that up because, like, what does that say about everything? That's just such an admission of failure, but also desperation. It's like, you don't need to watch them now. They're trying to say that this season's going to be good. You still have the same people making this slop. All the things we've heard about this new season look like absolute ass. So, nah.
It's like they're trying to make it more easily accessible because, like, the MCU effect, you have to watch 30 different things in order to understand where the MCU is currently. But they're trying to say, no, you don't even need to watch the other seasons in order to get this. So they're hoping people will jump in.
I think it's good from a business perspective. I just think that for the cancellation thing, with Warner Brothers kicking off with other series and movies and things, I don't think that Jeff Bezos' ego will allow him to finish this early. This is a guy that sends rockets to space just because he wants to compete with other billionaires.
He built a $10 million clock in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, the money to fund this is like
it's more than that, by the way.
It's
no.
You'll like just run it through.
His wife is made of plastic. Have you seen her? She used to be a news anchor in LA, and she doesn't look anything like she used to. So what it says here is breaking: The Lord of the Rings of Power showrunners tease a potential Gollum origin story at some point in the show, which means there isn't. Could we see a Gollum story in a future season? We have a lot of ideas for future seasons, teases McKay. Oh, I hate this quote so much. I hate this. Stay tuned is all we'd have to say right now. There is room for yet plenty for more adventure in this version of Middle Earth. If you don't keep your feet, as they say, there's no knowing where you might be swept off to. Fuck off!
That sound like, to me, I receive that like as a threat. That's like, we have raped so much in Lord of the Rings. Imagine what we can rape in the future. I'm like,
we do it again. Point where
they're not afraid to. They'll do it. It's like,
just name a character you enjoy from Lord of the Rings, and they would just have this answer. It's like, hey, will King Theoden show up in this? And they'd be like, oh yeah, no, that would make sense.
I actually think this is why they've still got their jobs. I think they're just good snake oil salesmen to executives.
Yes.
And so the moment any executive says anything, they just, sure, we'll put that in. Of course we do. I think we can do that into the future.
It's bad robot, man.
That's the bad robot way.
Right.
The real translation of this response is just, if we did, would you watch the show? And then just like, yeah, sure. They're like, okay, yeah, we'll do it.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm glad people have woken up to the bad robot effect of Hollywood. Might be the worst organization to ever, I don't know, infect Hollywood. And there's a lot. But what they have done to genre in particular is, well, when you fucked up 3 franchises now with your offshoots, by the way. So it's Star Wars, Star Trek, and Rings of Power. Those are all from bad reboot people. And we can get that Watchmen series. That's a former bad reboot person. They're all over infecting. I hate them. I tell you.
Well, remember, these are the guys that said season 2 was going to be action-packed and more accurate to the books, which was anything but. Like, they've just flat out lied blatantly multiple times. Like, oh, yes, the female dwarves have beards. Now trust us, guys. Like, they've been caught out so blatantly that no one should be taking anything they say as any possible.
It was
every season they say it's going to be accurate to the book.
They say that about Star Trek. Kurtzman says that about Star Trek. It's going to be more Star Trek. It's going to be more positive, and it's just more shit, including Strange New Worlds. I've watched the first couple of episodes, and it's fucking shit. It's terrible.
Nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.